Hi, this is Josh from SuperNerdFactory.com. Today I'm going to be playing Skyforce 2014. And this is, I don't know if it's necessarily a remake, but it's the newest version of this game. It's a game from, I believe the initial one came out in 2004. So obviously this one's 10 years later. And I must say I really like this game. Let me just go over some basics here. So it's a simple concept to get, but it has very much a lot of depth to it. So this is the main screen here. You can kind of see it has kind of like the Mario overworld. Stage 1, 2, 3. That's all I have unlocked so far. Um, to give you the handle here, so I got some goals you can kind of do for extra points for each one. So as you can see, the destroy 70% of enemy forces. I already have destroy 100% of enemy forces. I do not have, and it gives you incentive to actually go back and play old levels. And so the reason why you'd want to do that, beyond earning points, is your ship here. If you go to the hangar, you actually collect stars, which I'll show you how to do that in a moment. And you upgrade your actual ship, which is really cool because it has a kind of a persistence to it. It's your ship. You kind of get to choose how you want to upgrade it. As you can see, there's all kinds of options here. I personally been putting stuff into health in the main cannon, and just to try to get it more powerful, try to shoot a little faster here. But as you can see here, the other things are quite a bit more expensive to get into. So on the top left there, I have 885 coin or stars saved up to try to get something a little bit more. So I'm going to play the first level here, which hopefully isn't a complete disaster. So it's really easy to play. You just with your finger here, you press down on the ship, and you literally just move it around the screen here. It's kind of like a bullet hell style thing here, like a Galaga style gameplay. So the game automatically moves up, so it's one of those auto scrolling screens here. I must say the gameplay is really nice, and got a cool soundtrack, got an old school vibe to it. Let's see here. Try not to die. So obviously you can see here. So there's the stars I was talking about. The more you collect in here, that's how you upgrade stuff, and that also obviously contributes to your main score itself. I'm going to collect the guy there just for extra points here. Helicopters really screw you up in this game. It's cool. The one thing I was worried about is playing with your finger on the screen, that your fat hand would be in the way, and you would get screwed over by not being able to see. But it really hasn't been a problem. I mean, maybe there was a slight learning curve where it took me maybe a couple matches of dying to really get it, but I must say I really feel like I got the hang of this, and I feel like I have pretty good control of the plane. It moves pretty quick here, and the plane auto shoots. When I pull it off, there it goes into like a Matrix bullet time mode here. They obviously built it for mobile, so kind of nice because if you're getting bumped around or something, you kind of quick pull it off, slows the game slightly, and then you can kind of get back into it. Pulling it off at the top there allows you to pause the game and quick check your things there. Not really too many options there, but kind of switch the controls up a little bit. You can check to see what goals you were working on, and control the sound and music, which, like I said, it's been pretty good. It has good sound effects and all that. So you really want to get up a lot of points here, build your high scores. So it's got multiple replay value here, just because I'm trying to collect stars and I'm trying to get a high score, which is always nice. I mean, that's what we play a lot of these games for. A lot of these, I don't want to call it bullet hell, but bullet hell-like games. You'll see sometimes it gets a little hectic at boss battles and things like that. I must say the graphics are really nice. I mean, that water looks really cool. And look at that. That's awesome. That plane just crashed into the water there. Red planes are a little bit more dangerous. I found that out the hard way. I like collecting these guys. Easy pickup, but get you some good points. Everything's for the most part destructible. I could destroy that lighthouse for some extra points. You can see the plane there. I had 100% health there. The hearts were obviously life pickups. This, I guess you could say it's a boss. Oh, awesome, just ran right into that bullet. So here's what I was saying, kind of like a bullet hell type of thing. And like I said, you might be a little worried just because of the fact that it's you're controlling with your finger, that this might be a little difficult, but it's not certainly not perfect, but I must say it gets the job done. I really, as you can see, I'm not like completely screwing up here, and I have by no means playing this for 1,000 hours or anything. I put maybe about an hour's worth of play into this, so it's kind of where I'm at now. Right now, obviously, I'm in it for the stars, so that's my main focus here. Gotta get me those stars so I can upgrade this baby. So I collected 90 stars on there, which is pretty good. The game drastically gets harder for each level. Got some good stuff there, as you can see. Some basic stuff. I saved 7 out of the 9 humans. Destroyed 77% of the enemies. And as you can see, as you saw on that other screen, as you saw on the other screen here on the hangar, you can get wing cannons and all kinds of stuff, missiles. So obviously, that once I unlock that kind of stuff, it would give me more incentive to go back to level 1 and complete that, because I can try to complete those other goals here, which is for me a huge draw. I really like that kind of stuff in games. So I'll jump into level 2 here. Like I said, I'm mainly just going through to collect stars. That's what I'm here for. But you'll find there's a lot more guys in level 2, and you'll see the risk reward here is I will get a lot more stars in a same amount of time here. But it is a very hard game, and there's a good chance even here. I have completed this, but there's a strong chance that I will die. Hopefully that is not the case. But any stars that I get, even if I die, I do keep, which is nice. So as you can see, even from here, you can see I'm picking up a lot more in a way short amount of time. Blow that dude up. Actually, pick up some health. Yeah, you really gotta focus on this game though, because as you can see, there's a lot going on the screen, and you're trying to pick up the stars, but the bullets are there, so you gotta avoid that too. Let's see. Alright, helicopters are bad news. And sometimes it is just better to avoid something versus trying to fight it. Obviously, the boss battles you can't really avoid, but these other guys you can kind of just avoid if you need to. Ooh, I almost crashed right into that. I'll show you guys. Hopefully, I can blow this up. Kind of show you what that looks like. Get some extra stars and points out of there. Let's blow these dumb ships up. And get some health there. Get me back up to 100%. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. Let me get some stars. I don't know if I'll necessarily be able to beat the level, but at the very least, I'm going to get some good stars for my upgrade power here. I haven't actually figured out, from my playstyle, what's probably best for upgrading for me, but I'm just trying to save it up, and then I'll put some thought into what I actually want to put the points into. As you can see, in that hangar, there was certainly some... There were certainly some things that took a lot of points, and you don't want to go wasting your stars once you collect them, just because you put some decent time into that. Alright, so I believe this is another boss battle. And, ooh, I got it. Alright. So this one's a little bit more complicated here. Oh, and it just got a little bit more complicated because, as you can see there, he has a buddy. Now, I do have, like, if you were playing this in the same levels here, I do actually have, took some hits there. I do have some, I believe 1 or 2 levels into my gun, so I'm doing a little bit more damage, which is very much useful in here. Let's see if I can take that big gun out. Do some back and forth jumping. I really enjoy this game. Graphics are great. And let's see if I can avoid that. Plays really well, surprisingly. I was very much hesitant on this, but it plays extremely well. Let's see. Got some good strategy there. I'm trying to collect as much stars as I can, but on the boss battle, you don't want to die. There's some strategy. I tend to like taking some of the bigger guns out just because they tend to put too much crap into the air, and you don't want to crash into that. Yeah, that's right, nice. Alright, so I don't think there's anything that can hurt me here, so I can just pot shot these guys. Ooh, collect out all these stars everywhere. I'll take that. Alright, so that did not end the game. Let's see. I actually don't remember what the boss of this one was. Actually, you know what? I think I'm right at the end here. I think I just have to collect some guys here, which are all over, and try to jump up there and get them. Look at that, double pickups. Oh, wow. So I totally crashed in there. I am 99% sure that was the very end, which kind of sucks. But on the upside, you can see here, I got 169 stars collected. So overall, I can't be too mad. I mean, you do have to beat a level in order to unlock the next one, which I said I only have the 3 levels going here. And let's see, it looks like I've earned enough to unlock something else. So I have 1,144 stars. Okay, so I can actually get the missiles or the magnet, which I assume the magnet probably collects more stars, which is cool. Missiles, which are probably pretty useful. And energy shield, which I imagine that's pretty good too. So, like I said, I'm going to have to mess around with this game more. It's definitely got some depth for the relatively simple gameplay style, control-wise. It's definitely got a good challenge to it, and it's got some good depth. Let's see, I don't even know. It looks like it's got a decent amount of levels there, which, like I said, I played for about an hour, and I got to level 3, so I imagine if these get exceedingly harder, it's not going to be an easy challenge to get all the way through there. So I imagine it's a game you can really sink some time into if you want. And each level play doesn't really take all that long. Or hey, even if you only got a couple minutes, it's still worth jumping into a game just to collect some stars if you're trying to kind of level yourself up. But that's it for. Wow, I'm totally drawing a blank on this, but that's it for this game. Thank you for watching the video, and check us out at supernerdfactory.com.